The sound of one hand clapping. In a mountain temple, nestled among whispering pines, lived an old Zen master named Hakuin and his young student, Taro. Taro was eager, his mind buzzing with questions about life and enlightenment. One misty morning, as they sat cross-legged on woven mats, Hakuin fixed his piercing gaze on Taro. "Bring me the sound of one hand clapping," Hakuin said, his voice steady as the temple bell. "Meditate on this and return when you have the answer." Taro blinked, puzzled. He bowed and retreated to his small room, the koan echoing in his mind. He sat for hours, clapping one hand against the air, then against his knee, his shoulder, the floor. No sound came that satisfied him. Frustration grew like a weed. He tried imagining the sound, sharp, soft, silent. But each attempt felt hollow. Days turned to weeks. Taro wandered the temple grounds, listening to the wind, the stream, the rustle of leaves, hoping nature held the answer. He asked the other monks, but they only smiled or shook their heads. At night, he dreamed of a single hand moving through fog, silent yet heavy with meaning. One evening, as Taro swept the temple courtyard, his broom scraped rhythmically against the stone. He stopped, broom poised. The silence between strokes felt alive, vibrating with the world's pulse. His breath slowed, his thoughts dissolved. In that moment, there was no Taro, no broom, no courtyard, only the vast, wordless presence of now. The next morning, Taro approached Hakuin, who was sipping tea by the garden. The master raised an eyebrow. "Well?" Taro said nothing. He raised one hand, held it still, and smiled. The air seemed to hum, though no sound came. Hakuin's eyes sparkled. He set down his tea and nodded once. "Exactly," he said. Taro bowed, his heart light. The sound of one hand clapping was no sound at all. It was the silence of a mind awake to itself. Zen teaching. This story embodies the Zen principle of non-duality and direct experience. The koan, the sound of one hand clapping, challenges intellectual reasoning, pushing Taro to transcend thought and encounter reality directly. His realization comes not from finding a literal sound, but from resting in pure awareness, where distinctions like sound and silence dissolve.